Last. Athletic. Face.
Ready, down.
Class. Present on. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Order on. Class. Half right. Face.
Detail. Up, out. Right. Ready, two. Full turn, walk.
Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you again for allowing us to come together today. We thank you for giving us all the opportunities that brought us here today. We ask you to continue to watch over us as we go forward throughout our day. We pray for those who weren't able to be here, and we ask you to be with those families. We thank you, Lord. We love you, Lord. In Jesus Christ's name we pray. Amen. Maybe see.
Good morning. Welcome. It's great seeing everyone. I know the students are excited. They have spent 16 hard weeks getting ready for today. So as I told them yesterday, this is their day to really enjoy. Department heads, I know you're glad to get them back and have more people out there. So on behalf of all of us, thank you very much for joining us today. I'd like to introduce a few people that are here on the stage and in the audience. Sheriff Jody Blade, Bibb County Sheriff's Office. You would stand, please. Sheriff Mark Moon, White County JCSO. Sheriff John Sheriff, Chilton County. Sheriff Dennis Green, Woodburn County JCSO. Lieutenant Scott, I believe you're here representing Chief Deputy Jeff Powell with Houston. Sheriff Rick Singleton, Lauderdale County. On the stage. We'll hear from him a little later. Sheriff Mike Sanders, Lawrence County. Captain Simmons, Limestone County. Well, really missed you way back there. Your high notes. Sheriff Christopher West with Lowndes County. Earl Sims, Marshall County. And I'm sorry, it's Phil Sims. I don't know why I said Paul. Sheriff Phil Sims, Marshall County. Sheriff Ron Puckett, Morgan County. I'm going to try to hide back there. Okay. Sheriff David Cofield, Randolph County. Sheriff Jimmy Kilgore, Talladega County, and I believe Captain Blackman Sheriff is here. These are the sheriffs who have graduates today. We just really appreciate their support in not only sending their personnel here, but the support all through the training that they give us. Thank you all so very much. On the stage, We have Judge Street. He's actually an instructor here in the academy. We have the Bessemer DA, Washington. Great support from her too, and also her husband, who works with the sheriff's office, teaches for us. So with that being said, I'm going to give it to Sheriff Petway. The others on the stage will hear from a little bit later. But Sheriff Petway has some remarks and presentations to make.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sheriff Mark Petway. I'd like to first of all give thanks to God for allowing us to be here this morning. Next, I want to thank the pastor, Pastor Kevin Ham, and the First Baptist Church here in Lauderdale for allowing us to use the facility here, a beautiful facility. Now I want to congratulate all the recruits for completion and finishing the course that you set out on. Give them a hand, please. I would like to thank the sheriff that sent all the recruits here to the Jefferson County Sheriff's Academy. We thank you for the support and your continued support in sending them here to our academy. Now, so many times we hear in the news about what deputies and law enforcement are doing every day. And most of the time, we hear about somebody's life that's been taken. But today, I would like to share some news with you about deputies saving a life, and we want to commend them on doing that. I'd like to read to you a story that happened right here in Jefferson County. On June the 16th, 2021, at approximately 1900 hours, Deputy John Sanford discovered the office man, inmate Mitchell Martin, unresponsible. A cold light was called. Inmate Martin did not have a pulse and was unresponsive. Deputy Andrews, Morton, and Warren assisted with chest compressions, and Birmingham Fire Rescue arrived to the scene. Due to the quick thinking of Deputy Sanford and the life-saving efforts of Deputies Andrews, Morton, and Warren, inmate Martin would have expired. NAF Care Facility Director Gamble stated inmate Martin was a severe diabetic, and the deputies were credited with saving his life. So at this time, we would like to honor those deputies. One has since gone on, but we would like to honor them, and we will call their names up to the stage. As we call their names, we would like for them to come to the stage and receive their reward. Deputy Nicholas Andrews. Deputy Trent Morton. Deputy Benjamin Water. For the Sheriff's Office, we want to say thank you for your diligence and hard work. And we know that you don't do this just on that particular day, but we know that you do this each and every day that you serve here at Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. And we want to say thank you and congratulations. There is one other recognition that we would like to make this morning, and it comes with high honor. We have a sergeant here within the Sheriff's Office who is now a commanding officer within the United States Army, and we're delighted to have him on our staff. So we want to recognize Sergeant Anthony Williams this morning and ask him to come to the stand as he has been bestowed with as being a commanding officer in the United States Army. Everything he is, all the training and everything he has received as a commanding officer in the Army, we expect it also right here in the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. We know what we have right here in Commander Anthony Williams, Sergeant Anthony Williams, and we're delighted to share with him this flag. Let's give them all a hand. And we thank these deputies and the sergeant for their continued service here locally, as well as what the commanding officer is doing within the United States Army. We're thankful to have them on our staff, and they are doing an excellent and great job. Thank you all.
It's my pleasure to introduce our speaker for today, Sheriff Rick Singleton with Lauderdale County. I've known him for probably more years than he wants to admit. We go way back. He's been in law enforcement for a good while, with Florence PD and with the Sheriff's Office now. He was, as I said, employed with Florence PD, where he rose through all of the ranks to chief of police. And then he left that and was elected sheriff. He and his wife operate two businesses in the Florence and Shoals area. And he's a 1969 graduate of Coffee High School. He received a bachelor's degree from the University of North Alabama. He attended graduate school at the University of Alabama and earned a Master of Science in Criminal Justice. He's a graduate of the FBI National Academy, the Law Enforcement Executive Development Program from the FBI, the National Sheriff's Institute, and many more that I could keep going on. I apologize, I've had vocal cord surgery, so my voice is not with me much today. He has received numerous awards from the National Command and Staff College as well as others. He has 2 daughters, and he's been married since 1976. And both of his daughters have been married. So he's doing a great job out there. He's graduated as the chaplain today with us. So there's him.
Thanks, Tommy. Good morning. That you guys thought this day was never going to get here, did you? 16 long, hard weeks. Well, 48 years ago, I said where you're standing. So, meet your eyes, you'll be standing where I'm standing. Time flies. You probably, like I said, didn't think this day would ever get here. It reminded me of one of my first assignments as a deputy sheriff in the early 1970s. When the sheriff called me in the office and said, look, we got some problems. And I'm getting all kinds of calls from these folks out on this rural county road about people speeding. They grab that radar gun and go out there and see if you can slow them down. So I got the radar gun, went out there, set up, hadn't been sitting there just a few minutes. I heard one coming. So I got the radar gun doing 48 and a 50 on. Another one come by, 45. Her motorcycle coming, I thought, oh, I'll give him 49. Sat there all day long, and not a single car on the speed limit. So I was getting ready to turn into the shift, And then I heard one coming. And you, I mean, you can tell, I knew this one, I said, I've got me one man. He whizzed by me 93 miles an hour. So I took out after him, got him stopped a couple of miles down the road. I walked up to the car and I said, boy, I've been waiting on you all day long. He said, well, Deputy, I got here just as quick as I could. So they didn't get here quick enough. They got here quick as they could, all right? I really want to address three groups today. I want to address my fellow sheriffs and other law enforcement administrators in the room for a moment. Then I want to address the families. And then I want to address the new graduates. To the administrators. I've got 44 years on the job. And I know some of you may have close to that. I don't know if you got more than that or not. But in my 44 years of law enforcement, I've never seen a more challenging time in the last 18 months. I mean, we dealt with COVID. Over half my staff of 100 plus employees have been out at one time or another the last 18 months of COVID. We've seen civil unrest that our veterans had to contend with across the nation and the state. We've dealt with defunding the police, abolishing the police issue, and it takes a toll on us. Even though we are fortunate here in Alabama, we haven't had some of those issues to the extent other areas of the country have. Still, when you turn on the news every night, that's all you hear. It takes a toll. So I've always said that there are three things to be in law enforcement, three traits, three qualities you need. You need the wisdom of Solomon, you need the courage of David, and you need the patience of Job. And I think that's more true today than ever. Wisdom of Solomon, courage of David, and patience of Job. And for our deputies that are out on the street, we're fortunate that we still have young men and women who want to get into this profession and pursue a career in the environment that we're having to reach today. I was talking to Tommy earlier, and she said we have had some recruits that have come up to her and said, here's my badge, every time this is not for me. And that's not going to come on these days. The main thing these guys have got to know from us and have from us, they've got to know we've got their back. They've got to know they can depend on us to be there for them. It's like they're there for us. And more important than ever, they've got to know that. If you are the spouse of one of these candidates about to graduate, would you stand for a moment? You got children, would you get them to stand with you? If you're a significant other, would you stand? Just give these ladies a round of applause. I won't talk to y'all this morning. First of all, you're be commended for supporting your spouses or your significant other in their choice of law enforcement career. It's a commitment, not only for them, but it's a commitment on your part as well. It takes a lot of courage on your part to stand behind them in the career they're dependent upon. And you are the real unsung heroes of our profession. Law enforcement family is not just officers. It includes you as well. You're part of that family. And I encourage you, give you a homework assignment when you get home over the next few days. Get on Google and Google the police personality or police culture. Because it's a different culture. It's a culture all the time. And there are certain personality traits that officers have. There are two schools of thought. One school of thought is we're born with these traits, and that's why we're attracted to law enforcement. The other is that the job itself brings these traits out of us, but either way, they're there. So I encourage you to Google that, police personality, police culture, and that'll give you a little better understanding of what you're about to embark on as far as the journey of a law enforcement spouse. I'll give you some examples. One thing you're going to find out is when you go out to eat, there is a designated seat for your spouse. I don't care what table you sit at. My family, when we go out to eat, I find myself asking my wife or one of my daughters to move so I can have a seat there for him. Not even real out. Finally, they got where they say, well, Daddy, where are you going to sit? And then a little later, they finally figured out where I was gonna sit and have. I'm gonna sit in my back to the wall, against the wall if I can, and in the corners where I can see everybody in that restaurant, and where I can see that door. And you're gonna find yourself in that same situation. You're gonna understand that while we think we can compete with the best of the NASCAR drivers as far as driving skills, you're gonna think differently. My wife tells me I'm the worst driver in the state of Alabama. She said, you look everywhere except where you're going. I said, well, what have I been doing for the last 44 years? You know, your car pulls up beside the red light, what do? You're gonna check them out, see who they are, what they're doing. You pass a car, you're gonna look at them. You meet a car, you're gonna look at them. See somebody walking down the side of the road, you're gonna check them out. I've even driven around the block, check them out a second time with a family in the car. You know, that's all part of it. You're gonna learn that your spouse can size people up pretty quick. One of my instructors at the FBI Academy called stress management. He told a story of going home one day and his wife was out in the front yard talking to their new neighbors. And she called him over to introduce him, said, this is Joey, his neighbor, and this is his wife. And he said, hey, good to meet you, turned around and walked on in the house. And so she came in after and said, well, that was pretty rude. She said, you just barely spoke to them people. He said, well, he's the horse in the rear end. He didn't use that. He said, well, there ain't no way. He said, you didn't hard to talk to him. You don't know what kind of person he is. He said, I'm telling you. About 3 weeks later, she come in and said, you remember Joe, our new neighbor that you met 3 weeks ago? He said, yeah. She said, you're right, he's a horse. Yeah, sizing people up, that's part of the training, part of the experiences we have. You're gonna learn to read body language, like they do. When they walk in the door, you're gonna pretty much know whether they've had a good day or not. And my wife learned that, and you'll probably learn it the hard way sometimes, like we did. I've done midnight shift, and all we had was domestic calls all night long, just one after another. And this was before we had the law we have today. We really couldn't do anything. We couldn't arrest them on the spot. They had to go get a warrant. Usually, if you did have something, you could arrest them for, and you could have had fight both. I remember one night, I turned around and one of my partners back, barefooted. And so we dealt with that all night long. See, we can't express our feelings out on the street. You know, fight or flight is not an option for us. We can't run and we can't fight. So I listened to this all night long. It seemed like everybody in town was fussing and fighting. So I get home about 7:15 in the morning. And I walk in, and there's my wife standing at the scene with furs in her hair, no makeup. She wasn't ready to get her new back. And the first thing she said when I walked in the door, I thought I told you to take the garbage out before you left. Bad times. Because now I can vent. So where do you make all that frustration and all that anger that's been building up in me all night long, where would you finally end up? On her. So, and she didn't deserve it. She was right. She did tell me to take out the garbage. So, you're going to also learn that it's going to be hard to get your law enforcement spouse to open up to you and really talk to you about a lot of things going on in the office. The things they encounter on a daily basis, because they want to protect you from that. What's important is that they know that you're there, that you support them, you're their main encourager, their comforter, and sometimes all they need is support. So when you learn to read that body language, you'll know that this is the morning I just need to get involved. And maybe conversate about the garbage for a little bit. Okay, graduates. For you, it's too late. You're already branded. You were branded before you got to the academy. When you put that badge up and pinned it to that shirt, you were branded. And what do I mean by being branded? You are and forever will be a deputy sheriff representing the agency you represent today, or any other agency you may work for. You can walk across cross this stage today and walk to the other end, take that badge off and hand it to your sheriff and say, you know what? Like some of these other guys left here in the training, this is not for me. It doesn't matter. You're a deputy sheriff or your county. And if it doesn't appear anywhere else, more than likely in 50 or 60 years, there's nowhere else that'll be in your obituary that you were a deputy sheriff for this county. It carries with it a lot of responsibility, a tremendous responsibility. Let me give you an example of how that lives with you. When I was chief of police in Florence, I had an officer, and he really should have never been hired in the first place. It didn't take as long to figure that out. He worked a little over a year, and he was fired. 25 years later, he got arrested for selling drugs. You know what the headline of the paper was? Former Florence police officer arrested. That's what I mean about you are brand new. So you have a tremendous responsibility to bring honor and dignity to that badge and that uniform that you're wearing. It's not just about you anymore. It's about every man and woman who works with you in your office and every man and woman who wears the badge across this country. Does the name Derek Shaw mean anything to you? We woke up on May the 25th of 2020, and we were among the heroes. We were standing side by side with the nurses and doctors and EMT workers and firemen, and we were the heroes. On that day, there was a time span of 9 minutes and 29 seconds that turned that upside down. Now, according to some, more than we'd like was the scum of earth. Because of 9 minutes and 29 seconds, because of one person wearing a badge. Out of all the hundreds of thousands across this country, one person wearing a badge. Dozens of officers have lost their lives because of that one person. Hundreds of officers have been injured, some on disability because of one person. We've lost thousands of officers to resignation and early retirements because of one person. Don't be a Derek Shaw. I, the Powell, and other sheriffs, we have faith in you. If we didn't, you wouldn't be sitting where you're at. When you came in for your interview, we saw something in you. We saw, had confidence in you wearing that badge representing us. We saw that you had what it takes to be a deputy in the very working environment. We saw someone that had a skill set to be successful in this profession. What we saw in you was a future leader. You were the future leader. One of you will be standing behind this platform one day, you're going to live here today. Maybe more than one. You are the future leader. So what are the attributes of a leader? There are all several attributes. I've come up with a few. I like the acronym things. I've come up with leader. L stands for learning. E stands for engaging. A for attitude. D for dependability. E for ethics. And R for respect. You'll never quit learning. Graduating here today is just the beginning of your training, your learning. I've been in here for this job 44 years and I'm still learning. You'll never quit learning. Every time the court meets, every time the legislature meets, our job changes. We have to relearn. Sometimes we have to relearn the whole career. It might be through formal education, definitely through training and experience. Experience is a great teacher. Engage, get involved in your department, get involved in your community. Community policing is all about engagement. If we're going to change opinions about our profession, you got to do it. You, each one of you, me, every one of these other officers said there, we all have an individual responsibility to change it. I can't change it for you, you can't change it for me. But we do that by getting engaged. The community get engaged with our profession, on that full field, anybody involved with your peers. Maybe the most critical is your attitude. And things are gonna happen over the course of your career, it's gonna affect your attitude. I like Charles Swindoll. Life is 10% about what happened to me and 90% about my attitude, how I respond to it. But have a good positive attitude and can do that. Be dependable, be there, keep your word, keep your commitment. There's a difference in just being involved and being committed. You need to be committed, be more than just involved. I compare it to a ham and egg breakfast. The chicken was involved, the pig was committed. Ethics, do the right things for the right reason. You want no one to all heard that. Keep your personal and your professional life and yourself. All sorts of that. And respect. Always respect the people you deal with, whether it's your peers, your supervisors, people on the street, even though you have to arrest. You can treat them with as much respect as they will all life. Sometimes they won't allow you to treat them with as much respect as you'd like to. In closing, let me say this. I've been in this profession for 44 years, and I haven't worked a day in my life. It's not like work to me. I do it because it's my call. And whether you know it or not, you are also called. You were called into this profession. How many of you were asked during your interview, why do you want to be a law enforcement officer? You were asked that question. It's not everyone. That's a pretty common question. How many of you responded because I want to help you? Or it's what I always wanted to do? Or something simple. Well, see why that I want to help people, some sounds like a cliche. To me, as a Christian, it's a confirmation that you were called. And let me read to you Romans 13, 3 and 4, and it's the Living Bible translation. Romans 13:3. For the policeman does not frighten people who are doing right. But those doing evil will always fear. So if you don't want to be afraid, keep the laws and you'll get along well. The policeman is sent by God. For he will have you punished. He is sent by God for that very purpose. You can't be sent until you're called. Law enforcement is a call, and you responded to that call. My challenge to you is this. Make a commitment today to your sheriff, to your family, most of all to yourself, that you're going to be the next generation leader in our profession, that you're going to build by the law enforcement officer code of ethics and demonstrate those leadership traits that we just talked about every day when we come to work. That even in these challenging times, you're going to make a difference in your community. And above all else, that you will never, never tarnish the badge that is pinned on your chest. I wish you all a long and successful career in one of the most rewarding professions on the face of the earth, law enforcement. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff. At this time, I'd like to recognize the class officers for session 59. Please come forward and get your certificate as your name is called. Class President, Thomas Sudsbury, Bibb County Sheriff's Office. Class Vice President, Emma Heppenstall, Blount County Sheriff's Office. Class Chaplain Tyler Hogue, Lauderdale County Sheriff's Office. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your class officers for Station 59. Let's give them a round of applause.
Good morning. First, I would like to thank Sheriff Powell for offering this academy to all of the out-of-county sheriff's offices so that we could benefit in the excellent training that Jefferson County deputies get. But I'd also like to thank the Academy Director, Tommy Black, our instructors over the last 16 weeks, Sergeant Bill Powell, Sergeant Terrell Hogan, Corporals Casey Markham, Jason Pilkington, and DJ Stewart. Your leadership and guidance you have shown us will have a lasting impact on our lives and has prepared us not to be only better deputies, but better men and women. Of course, we couldn't forget two very important people, Ms. Janet Mitchell and Ms. Danielle Henry. Thank you for keeping us prepared every day so that we could have the best learning environment and doing everything that in the day-to-day office that we need. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. So all the family and friends, co-workers, and sheriffs in attendance today, thank you. It means so much to each one of us that you are here to celebrate a huge milestone in our lives as we begin very rewarding careers. When we started this journey on May 3rd, none of us really knew what to expect. There are many unknowns. There were some knowns, but how we get to today was not very clear. Well, it's clear today. We understand. From the very beginning, I wanted us to be the best class to ever walk through the doors of this academy. And no matter how tall of a task that may have been, I wanted us to have that mindset. We've had some good days, some not so good days, and a couple of downright bad days. But in the end, we came out like one big family. We wanted to kill each other at times, but always had each other's back. And I want y'all to know that you're all my brothers and sisters. And as the old saying goes, ain't nothing you can do about it. A career in law enforcement is dangerous even on a good day. But in today's society, it's a totally different animal. So many hate us just for doing our jobs. We are spit on, called every name in the book, our lives are taken, and our families are threatened. Those that say we need more training, but in the same breath say we need to be defunded. All because we threaten their legal activities. I believe it was the third or fourth day of the academy, Corporal Markham made a statement to us, do something today that will make you better than you were yesterday. Well, Corporal Markham, I believe this class has accomplished that. They came here every day for the last 16 weeks, giving 110% to become the best deputies that we could be. Dedicating our lives to protecting those in our community that are unable to protect themselves, and doing that despite the intense scrutiny we will face, despite the fact that every move we will make will be examined under a microscope with those in town creating chaos. When we talk about dedication and perseverance that is required to do this profession, there are a couple of classmates that have the biggest hearts and the extraordinary drive to be the best deputies than anyone else. First deputy is Terry Thomas. At 54 years old, he is the oldest person in our class, but you can't tell it. He's out there running circles around most of us 20 years younger than he is. Having retired once from the Alabama Department of Corrections, Pops, as we affectionately call him, is out here willing to put his life on the line for his neighbor when he should be planning his vacation and spending time with a loved one. Thank you for being an inspiration. Appreciate you. I'm honored to call you my brother. The next classmate I want to share with you is, and I've already received permission to talk and tell his story this morning, is Deputy Robert Boyd. You see, when I first met Deputy Boyd was in the first days of the last session, session 58. I was coming off COVID and was unable to do the PT test, but Robert and I found each other in the first days of that class. And but Robert made it to the 12th week of last class, 12th week. When I asked him what made him come back to this class, he told me that he almost didn't come back. I told him I didn't think I could come back after doing 12 weeks of this and then knowing what I had to go through and to get to this point. I didn't think I could start all over again. Said he went back to work in the jail and had his mind made up to quit. He said that he wanted to help his community. And as the days got further away from that session 58 and it got closer to session 59, he knew that being a law enforcement officer was his calling. And I'm proud to say, Robert Boyd, you have made it, my man. If we all had the perseverance of these two classmates, the world would be a much better place. And to close, I want to share a couple of Bible verses that pertain to law enforcement. I'm sure that most of you have heard these at one time or another, but I feel that on this day of us being sworn in as new law enforcement officers, we can use these verses in our lives as encouragement when we walk out those doors today. Isaiah 6:8, and I heard the voice of the Lord saying, "Whom shall I send? And who will go for us?" Isaiah responded, "Here I am, send me." The second verse is Matthew 5:9. "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the sons of God." In Isaiah 6:8, Isaiah's answer to God's request was volunteer for service in the ministry. Much like Isaiah, we too have answered the call for service to help those in need. It is not just a lifestyle that's commanded by God that we rise to protect our neighbors from evil, and like I said earlier, those that cannot protect themselves. We are special in the eyes of God because we have chosen to fight evil. Do all things good in the sight of the Lord, and the shield of God will always be there to protect you. Once again, thank you to all those that made this possible. Chef Jody Wade, Sergeant Ball from my department. I want to say a little special thing. Sergeant Ball didn't know I was going to do this, but about a year ago, I was a reserve officer before I got hired on full time. And Sergeant Ball gave me a badge to wear. And I'm proud to say that Sergeant Ball graduated from this reserve class from Jefferson County. 2005, I've got that badge on today. So the same badge he graduated in 2005, I'm wearing today. I wanted to honor him and appreciate him and thank him for everything that he's taught me. I also wanted to thank my wife, personally thank my wife, Mindy, for holding the fort down. It hasn't been easy. 3 kids, one in college, one in kindergarten, and one in the 10th grade. It's been a ride. Pretty much put my life on hold at home as everybody else in this class has done. But I wanted to thank you for that. Thank you for everyone that's made this possible, and each one of us in session 59, and for coming and celebrating this life-changing day. God bless you all. At this time, I would like to present Director Black with a token of our appreciation from session 59. It's a plaque. It's got our class picture and all.
this time, we would like to make several special award presentations. The Top Gun Award is presented to the student who achieves the highest overall score on the A-Post Farms Qualification Course. This award is presented to Deputy Tyler Smitherman of the Chilton County Sheriff's Office. The Academic Achievement Award is presented to the student who achieves the highest grade point average for the academic session. This award is presented to Deputy Joshua Eller of the Marshall County Sheriff's Office. The Director's Award is presented to the student who displays the highest potential for effective leadership and achievement in a combination with observed demeanor, which indicates a keen interest in all aspects of law enforcement. This award is presented to Deputy Thomas Sudbury of the Bill County Sheriff's Office. We have two awards for physical fitness that we give out today. The Physical Fitness Award is presented to the student who demonstrates the greatest level of physical fitness and is committed to his physical fitness throughout the entire academic session. We also have a Physical Fitness Achievement Award, which goes to the student who has the overall best improvement in their PT. I'm proud to say that both of these go to Deputy Christopher McAdam of the Morgan County Sheriff's Office. The Staff Excellence Award is voted on by members of the staff and is presented to the student who exhibits a professional demeanor and bearing for having a positive attitude and for setting a positive example by being self-motivated. The Staff Excellence Award is presented to Deputy Emma Heppenstall of the Blount County Sheriff's Office. Again, give one more round of applause for all the students.
To all of the graduates, we want you to know that we are proud of the 16 weeks that you all have worked hard to become who you are going to become today. To all of the honorable sheriffs, we thank you for sending your young people to our academy and allowing them to get some of the best training in the nation. I'm going to introduce our academy staff, not to the honorable sheriffs, but to the families and friends. The first person I'd like to introduce is our academy director, Ms. Tommy Black. We have some excellent sergeants and corporals on staff, as well as outside personnel who comes in to make these young deputies the best individuals that they can become. And we just pray to each and every one of you that you will take the training that you have learned or received and put it to the best use of what your legacy will become. So I'd like to introduce Sergeant William Powell, if he's in. Sergeant Terrell Hoagland. Corporal Jason Pillington. Corporal DJ Street. Corporal Casey Markham. Long time and good friend, Janet Mitchell, administrative supervisor. Danielle Hinton, the administrative clerk, and John Grimes, our lady. These individuals were responsible, or are responsible, for the training that these young people are going to bring back to each and one of the sheriff's departments. And as has already been said, don't shame that badge or that uniform. And don't shame your sheriff. Congratulations to you. May God bless you and keep you.
Thank you, Major. It's time. At this time, the students will now come and receive their applause. Sheriffs, if you are going to give your diplomas, y'all will just make it over here to the end of the stage. We'll be going in order, ladies and gentlemen, by the way it is in the program. Doing a little different this time by county and alphabetical order. So if you would like to take pictures of your graduate, feel free to come down to the center here to take a picture during that. It is their day, we're going to plenty of time to get the picture done. Thomas Sudsbury, Bibb County Sheriff's Office. Brittany Fant, Blount County Sheriff's Office. Emma Hepkenstall, Blount County Sheriff's Office. Tyler Smitherman, Chilton County Sheriff's Office. Sampson Calvert, Cleveland County Sheriff's Office. Michael Beagle, Dale County Sheriff's Office. Jason McWhirter, Houston County Sheriff's Office. Robert Boyd Jr., Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. Kamani Brown, Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. Dalen Colley, Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. Peyton Norman, Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. Beatrice Rackler, Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. Terry Thomas, Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. Dexter Walker, Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. Cordero Warren, Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. Tyler Ho, Lauderdale County Sheriff's Office. Roman Senior, Lawrence County Sheriff's Office. Kerry Moore, Limestone County Sheriff's Office. Miranda Timmons, Lowndes County Sheriff's Office. Grant Eller, Marshall County Sheriff's Office. William Jarman, Marshall County Sheriff's Office. Nicholas Malden, Marshall County Sheriff's Office. Devin Cone, Morgan County Sheriff's Office. Christopher McAdam, Morgan County Sheriff's Office. Ivan Torres, Morgan County Sheriff's Office. Bradley Taylor, Randolph County Sheriff's Office. Kyle Joyner, Talladega County Sheriff's Office. Again, ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause. At this time, Deputy Chief David Agee of the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office will administer the oath of office to these new law enforcement officers. I would like to ask for all of the graduates to stand.
Class, please raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Alabama. So long as I continue a citizen thereof. And that I will faithfully, honestly, and fearlessly discharge the duties of the office of Deputy Sheriff to the best of my ability, so help me God. Congratulations, Class 59.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the graduation ceremony for session 59. If you would please remain standing as our class chaplain, Dylan Hogue, comes forward and gives us our benediction.
Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you again for allowing us to come together today. We just ask that you watch over everybody, all the families, everybody leaving and departing today. Ask you to get them there home safely. We ask you to continue to watch over us deputies, continue to look on and look for us, continue to help us strive to make us better people as we go forward throughout our careers, Lord. We love you and we thank you for dying on that cross and forgiving us our sins. In Jesus Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, this does conclude the graduation ceremony for session 59. We appreciate you coming out, we appreciate you sending us your deputies. Thank you.
I am very excited. It's been a long 13 weeks so far.
But I know it's definitely going to be worth it in the end once we get back to our designated location for sure and finally get our career started.
During the academy, we had an opportunity to share stories and go through a lot of team activities. So I would say just pushing through any type of challenges that we face.
One thing that I learned here at the academy, officer presence is important. No matter whether you're on patrol, whether you're in corrections, school resource, everything, officer presence is important.
It's a great opportunity to learn, to grow, and also be a part of a great organization.
I would encourage anyone that's looking to join law enforcement is you have to do a reality check. You have to do a self-check. It's not for everyone. However, we always need good deputies, good officers. So anyone that's looking to join or interested in joining, just check yourself at the door before you come.
If you're thinking about it and you're on the fence, I would definitely say go on a ride along with one of the deputies or maybe come up to the academy and talk to the instructors and see what they have to say about it.
The instructors were very knowledgeable, very powerful. I think learning the certain initiatives and also the resources that they provided will impact me to add on to my tool belt to become a successful deputy.